What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my garage. Episode 21 of BFE. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Yeah, we're back with the series. So, as most of you guys know, if you've been following the channel, we took about the last week and a half off. I did just the other day put out episode 1 of experimental mode or survival mode of my garage. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. I think it's probably worth a watch. But yeah, let's get back into it. We got a new customer car for today. So let me go show you what we have in store for this episode. Yep. A 1978 Plymouth Fury. Pretty neat car. I think you could call this a boat. Yeah, we got ourselves a boat in the shop today. This thing is just a absolute tank of a vehicle. Pretty cool vehicle mod for my garage. Check it out. I know there's probably a lot of you guys that have not seen this car. But what we have to do to this beauty today, Junior, is the customer wants us to put on his summer wheels. They are low profile. So he wants his summer wheels put on. We're coming out of the winter time. And he wants some summer wheels put on here. And so this is what we're going to be putting on. This is low pros. He wants to also lower the suspension on the car also. So we have some low rear springs and some torsion bars, which are going to lower the front end. And then he wants to put some 50 mil spacers on the rear to bump out the rear wheel width a little bit. And then he wants to put all these, replace their stock brake, what do you want to call them, brake disc on this car. He wants these chrome ones put on front and rear. And then he also wants to put a slight tune to this engine. Not much, just a little bit. He wants to put some performance cylinder head covers on, performance air filter and air filter housing, and a performance intake manifold. We're going to replace his thermostat to work better with this performance intake. And also we got a performance carb. So just a slight little boost. It would give him probably an extra boost of, doing this will probably give him an extra boost of, maybe about between 20 and 30 horsepower. So a nice little boost. So this car does really look good, doesn't it? Nice paint job on it. Feller takes good care of this ride. Yeah, he wants to put some summer wheels on this to, let's throw the wrench down on the ground for a minute. I want to get some jacks. I got to find my jacks. I don't remember where oh, they're right here. Cool. Let's throw the jacks in the bag. Yeah, he wants to get his car looking good. His new summer wheels on the vehicle for the car, and that he said he's got to have a good summer vehicle to cruise around the neighborhood looking for chickies. So looking for chicks. So I said, you know what? Sounds like a good thing to me. So, well, that didn't work out too great, did it? Me putting the jacks underneath the car when I should put the low jack underneath of it first. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I really should have put the low jack underneath of there, jacked it up on one side, But I even brought the low jack with me. Sweet. Fall back down, fall back down, fall back down. Yeah, buddy. Like it when it all works out. See, and heck, you put the low jack under it, jack it up, and put the jack stands underneath of it. Usually you don't get all that wild and craziness, but what fun is that? Come on now. There's no fun in that. Put the dang jack stands underneath of it without propping it up on one side and have fun with it. Whatever happens, happens. All right, let's get to this. We got to get something done instead of screwing around all video. We are giving these, wheels back to the customer. They are the customers after all. I'll put those hubcap covers on in a little bit. Don't want to really drop my wrench just to do that. I know I got to drop it to take them off, but so yeah, I figure maybe another. Let's go grab the screwdriver because I'm going to need that to take off his existing brake disc. Thinking about maybe doing this series another maybe 5 or 10 episodes, something like that. And then I'll either start another episode or not episode, another series, or I might just do odd jobs, just different builds, just whatever kind of I want to do in a way. So I'm not quite there yet to make that decision. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm still focused quite a bit on this series here, BFE. So and just set that out of the way. We'll move those later on. Let's now get the new brake shoes or brake disc on the car. Well, if you want to go on there, bud, that'd be great. One of the reasons why, I want to, I'm only thinking about keeping the series going for about another 5 or 10 videos, somewhere around there, give or take, is because I know this might sound ridiculous. Why I want to kind of move on to a different series is, well, I don't care for, and I've touched on it before about, the FPS. And the FPS is really low, and when I'm recording these videos and the FPS is so low, I don't know if anybody else experiences it, but I get a pretty good headache, and my eyes really start to hurt with the low FPS. I'm not trying to complain about anything. That's just what it is, and I want to move to a another save with much better FPS. When I notice when I get down this low or down to the 30s and 40s FPS, it really messes with me pretty good. And then I get done recording a video and I just have this killer headache. My eyes are hurting me, and then it's like, what was all that really worth, you know? So, but that's one of the primary reasons why. You gonna go on, bud, or did I not? And there we go. That was pretty quick. Got all that. Why it's up in the air, of course, you know, we gotta lower the suspensione. Yeah, I tightened all those down. All right. Let's get the... These are going to be a little tricky to get out of here. I've done it before. I know this isn't going to look the greatest, but where these bolts are is right here. And I don't want to loosen anything up. Not that there's, I don't think, any other bolts right in this area. I don't want to try to loosen anything up by trying to just loosening it blindly. That guy out of there. I'm going to have to do the same thing here. Tightening a bolt, you don't really have to worry about it. You know, you can tighten bolts up blindly without seeing them because you're not worried about loosening anything up. All right, get out from underneath it here. Let's get our leaf springs low. There we go. Oh, that didn't work out great, did it? All right, let's do this. Oh, I was loosening it. That's probably what was the problem. There we go. Don't take too long before you get your whole shop a mess. There we go. You got to find the spot. So that's lower now. Now we're going to have to go grab the pry tool. Should have just brought my whole tool card in here. Oh, and I noticed this too. Loaded back in, and the white brick wall textures you see on it. This is off. You can't get those wall textures off, to my knowledge, without deleting the wall. Which, obviously, some of you are going to say that I could have done that, but why would I do that? It's a waste of my time. But yeah, I loaded it back in, and that was like that. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's not worth the fuss. All right, get this torsion bar out, and that torsion bar out. Dang it, close the door on that man's tire. I'm a horrible mechanic. There we go. Just got to find the spot. There we go. Okay, that is everything. Oh, no. I screwed up, didn't I? Dang it. We got to put these spacers on the rear, guys. So I screwed up. Not the first. Won't be the last. It'll actually only take a second. Plus about a minute. I do like those rims. And I actually think they'll look pretty good on this car. But we'll see. We'll see once we get it down off the ground. And we should. We've got the suspension lowered. We got the wheel spacers on the rear like this customer wanted. And we got his new low pros on there. So I think it's working out pretty great. We can lower it down and then we can start tearing the top the engine apart. I think these wheels do have air in them already. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do. I think the customer did tell me that they're already inflated, so. Heck yeah, look at that. Can I get back far enough? Kind of look at it. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty dang good. Heck yeah. Dude, he'll be cruising around in style, man. Those chickies are gonna love that car, man. Yep, that's just cruising around town looking for chicks. Mobile. Whatever you want to call it. It does look really good. It looks really good. Right inside, right inside that wheel well, that's looking good. Ah, that looks like with those wheel spacers, it sits out about as far as the front. Wow, I can see why now he wants to put those 50 mil spacers on the rear. If he didn't, the front tires would be sitting out further than the rear. I see that now. All right, well. Let's grab our wrench. We need to take this engine apart. Let's take these off, the cylinder head covers. There we go. There we go. Zippity zip zap zip zip zip. Yeah, we're going to give him a little boost of performance here. He's definitely going to be able to tell a difference. All right. Just throw that off to the side. That's all good. So look at that. Engine looks pretty good. Rockers look good. Yeah, rockers do look good. Yep. Everything looks good on that engine. Let's put on the thermostat while we have it here. It'll be easier. Could put on the carb. We actually could build this thing up right here. And then we'll just bolt it all to the top of the engine. That would actually be a lot easier to do. Yep, that's a nice setup there for him. Now, if I don't know if he's just planning this is going to just be his summer setup engine, if you want to call it that. And then in the winter time, fall time, he puts back his other intake and air filter in that, and his carb. For the winter time, who knows? I think I got all those bolted down. Get the cylinder head covers put on. There we go. Grab the other one. The non-oil side. Cool, I think we are done. Really, I just got to clean up, and I'll do that all off camera. Heck yeah, that looks good. Let's check the oil real quick. Oil should be good. Yep, oil's full. What about our coolant? See our coolant. Yep, I see it right there. Cool. You guys see the pink down in there? Yep, it's got coolant in her. So that works. Let's fire her up. Just to make sure this thing runs. Oh yeah, purring. Purring. Not bad. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet ride. This thing is an absolute boat. All right, that's about good. Get old Plymouth Fury. Lighting's a little dark, but not a whole lot I can do about that. She looks good. Looks real good. Guy knew what he was talking about with his wheel choice. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Has a nice tint on the windows too. Yes, guy knows what he's talking about. Yeah. Yeah, looking good. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for today. That's all we have wrapped up or lined up for today. We're going to wrap it up here. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little customer job. If you did, please leave the video a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.